Here we are, 166. I made it. I did it.
You came back.
I know. I avoided Astro World.
Yeah. Dude.
I was going to go.
It was wild.
I don't even know what happened. I just know when did it happen on Thursday?
So it happened the Thursday right. Yeah. I was going to say it happened on Thursday right before Friday. Like a fucking moron. I almost said that. I should have died at Astro World, dude.
And it was Travis Scott's show.
It's Travis Scott's show.
And just trampled.
So apparently, like, from what I had heard, and everything coming in, because you told me something I had never, I'm like, I don't even know if that's true.
The guy pricking people with needles.
Yeah, apparently you're telling me that somebody was walking around with a hypodermic.
Yeah.
Now you said it was making people go crazy?
Mm-hmm.
That's out of control. That's somebody trying to ruin concerts for everybody.
It doesn't surprise me, though. Like, in this day and age, somebody's just walking around, like, doing some shit like that.
Dude, but that's, like, kind of like what we need, though. Is, like, just people. I know that sounds crazy, but I was, like, that's how.
I'm sitting on my porch yet.
What
I'm thinking?
Thinking, what can we do?
Why is no one walking around with hypodermic needles?
Just with super drugs in them? Yeah. And just stabbing people, making people go nuts. Like, that's the beginning of, like, a plot in a movie.
And honestly, like I said, I heard it from someone.
Now, was it credible or what?
I don't know. That was when all the stories were rolling in. Like, nobody knew all the facts. I don't even think they had an exact number of how many people actually had died.
There was 9 or 8. 8 or 9, one of the two. And the youngest one was 14, which is like, dude, it's like such a fucking terrible tragedy.
I don't get for trampling, though, it's like.
So having been to a concert where people have been trampled, but no one's died, what happens for the most part is everyone tries to get up to the front or closer to the stage as they possibly can. And what happens is either the barricade doesn't move and then people like are against the barricade and then they just asphyxiate because they can't breathe.
That's happened at sporting events too.
But there's also people who are like in between a bunch of people and then they can't breathe and then they pass out.
Especially like a 14-year-old who I'm assuming is obviously smaller than everybody
and then they fall down, and then as people are moving, they just get like crushed.
Yeah.
And you don't know until like literally it's honestly too late until you're like, what am I standing on? Oh, it's a dead kid.
Man, I wonder what the protocol is if you are at the show and you're just looking down at like a body that's literally dead because it's stomped on. Do you just try to flatten it down?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how bad you want to see Travis Scott. Are you like, I got to get to that front row, man? I paid $37.50, and I'm stepping on this
that guy
kid.
in Beetlejuice, the flat guy that's like winging around the office. It's like, come on, man. It's TS, baby.
He's like, Maitland's died of Travis Scott.
That sucks.
Dude, that's what he says. He's like, yeah, this is what happens when you die at a concert.
But you did say that he's paying for all the
funerals. So from what I heard,
money.
He's going to pay for everyone's funeral. He's going to cover all the funeral expenses for anybody who died at the concert.
Mm.
And then he's also refunding everyone who came to the concert.
So does anybody know how long the concert... Did this happen at the end? Or
I don't know.
Okay, because I could see that at the end maybe he did like an encore or something and everybody went nuts.
I know he was the final act, so who knows?
Okay. So it wasn't just him there, right? Like
no, there was some other people on, I can only assume, on that festival because it was like an event.
Yeah.
It was an all-day thing. I don't know whether or not anybody was hurt throughout the day. I don't know if Hypodermic guy was like just getting ready for like the nighttime.
Yeah, was he parking lot pimping?
He probably was ready to go. If that's the truth, though, that he made an entire group of people go fucking.
What a wild thing! You'd be like, "Yo, dude, you pre-gaming in the parking lot?" He's like, "Ready."
He's like, "I've got my Hulkamania juice."
They're like, "Whoa, dude! I meant like a 30-pack." He pulls out a thing of fucking needles.
Dude, he's got a coffee enema. He's like, pre-game today. He's like, what is that, espresso? He's like, yeah, mixed with a little bit of something else.
I honestly think the only injury taken at Skankfest was finance.
Oh, yeah.
And that wasn't even there. I think he had that before he came down. I think he was up in New York.
Showed up crypt, dude.
Yeah, he showed up and he was limping. You could obviously see he was limping, and he was saying it was his back, and it got, by Saturday, he's coming down with a cane.
Dude, that would be crazy if it just progressed. Like he had a cane one day, and the next day he had a halo on. Like just like
he's missing a leg.
He's like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to leave early. I felt bad for you, and that sucks. But it was cool.
Yeah.
He still got to do pretty much the majority of the festival, but yeah, it sucked he had to leave because, it's Ian. He was having fun.
He was having a good time. And then
it was funny watching him walk with like his tan jacket and a bucket hat and a cane. And I was like, Jesus, dude, what are you, 80? Dude, Kyle was taking pictures of him the one morning of like Sunday. He's coming down the sidewalk, and she's like, "Oh my god, look at this!" And he sees it. He just stops. He's like,
Yeah, just leaning into the oldness,
"Old
dude.
man energy, dude."
He's like, I got to empty this colostomy bag. Move out of the way. He's like, come on, I got poop in there.
Dude, but the Philly crew was hard.
Oh,
that
I
night,
heard,
dude. Philly
man.
crew was repping hard.
Yeah.
It was good, but I was like, I did a bunch of shows, but it was like, okay, let me explain to you. I might have the opening line too. If
Oh.
they do that. All right, so I did SDR show, which is Jay and Ralph's show, and on the show we played. It was me and Soda were the guests, and we were playing $1,000 Pyramid against each other.
Yes.
So we had
yes.
fans come up. I had one fan, he had another, and we were giving clues to them, and their back was turned to the screen, and they had to guess.
Yeah.
Right. So the one category was people that would never do the SDR show. And the first name that pops up is Seth Simons, and it was like muscle memory. I swear to God, I was like, "Oh, this kid's a fucking faggot," and I was like, "Who?" I said it loud as, and dude, she guessed it immediately. Place erupted. But it was, you know what I mean? Like, you ever say something and you're like, "Oh, you don't
Should
even
not
know
have done
shit."
that. Yeah, dude.
But I was like, this kid's a fucking faggot. Who? Seth Simons. I was like, got it. Moving on.
Let's forget that I just did that.
Yeah,
Well, that's great. I hope that becomes clipped.
Yeah.
And fucking put on a T-shirt. That'll be fucking great.
It will be.
I'm hoping.
I'm sure I'll write it on.
I'm hoping they make an action figure of you that like has the pull string. You're like, that kid's a fucking faggot.
Yeah,
and
my
he's
arm comes up like, whoop.
like, fully posable, regrettable Beezer.
Dude, for some reason, for a split second, because I was like, I wasn't hammered, but I had a few in me at that time, and we were having fun. And honestly, when I said it, it was one of those things where you say something, and you're like, oh, Jesus, I say that out loud? You know what I mean? But
Oh,
like,
you think?
I was just like, I didn't call him like an M-word or something. I'm like, "Ugh." They probably would have erupted on that.
Dude, if
too.
I
They
had a
know- they know
nickel
him.
for every
You got a
time.
what? Go on.
Yeah, if I had a
You'd have a whole stable. You'd have some. My crops would be in
I'm
a
just-
day early.
just let you know, I would be not using that cotton gin. I'd be all right. Anyway, if I had some change in my pocket, I for saying something out loud that I thought I said in my head, I'd have so much fucking.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times I've just said stuff.
It's
in
like,
the,
oh, fuck that.
yeah, I'm like, oh no, I've said something like it was like, man, my asshole smells today. Like you ever just fart? Like, and you think it's silent, and you're like, man, that fucking smells like shit. And you realize you're sitting at a full bar full of people, and you're just like,
You're serving them.
sorry.
You're just like, here you go. Coors Light. Oh, my God. I'm disgusting. My asshole's rotted out.
Yeah, dude. Or you say it in court, you're like, man, I am horny. Oh, shit.
It's like your dad, but I was in. He's like, I fucking hate these kids. Oh.
Well, Your Honor, who am I trying to get custody? Accident 1 or 2. I'm sorry.
Dude.
My bad.
But all in all, it was a great festival. Everybody
Yeah, it looked
did
like a
well.
lot of fun.
It did well, and honestly, it was great. I got to meet a few fans that I don't know, we've never met yet, but it was cool. Butterly had the line of the weekend.
Oh,
right
yeah.
Butterly, and it got kind of stomped on because what was happening was like everybody was going nuts while it was happening. So, but he yelled this line, and they videotaped it. But dude, so they did Dad Meet, and it was Rainey and Butterly, and they had Cullum, O'Connor, and Gardini on. Sure. And they were just in like a panel. They're bullshitting, and then these posters everywhere. Like the one,
Yeah, the one I saw. Yeah.
which was cool, and the one of the stage they're on behind them, the one of Lewis was there. So Cullum was like, I'm going to cut a hole in that mouth and put my dick in it before this weekend's over. And they're like, why wait? You know what I mean? So they rip it off. They cut the hole. The funny thing was when they were cutting the hole, Cullum's like, whoa. I don't need all that.
Come on now.
It's like this big. Dude. He's like, whoa.
I don't need all. What do you think I got here?
Hey, I don't need all that. You know, he was like getting serious. He's like, hey. That's funny.
I need a slim fit hole, please.
It was like the palest dollar coming
I
out
could
of an
only
ATM
imagine
machine.
the alabaster
Because
dick.
the hole they first got was like a square across. I was like, "What? Have you ever seen a dick?"
Yeah, they think Irish
It's not
dicks are
Play-Doh.
flat. They're
Yeah,
like,
dude, it's not a
don't
it's
know
not a
what it is.
pancake. So they do that, and everyone's cheering.
Sure.
Colin turns around with the poster, pulls his dick out, puts it through Lewis's face on it, and then right when he turns around, like place erupts. They're going nuts. And Butterly just leans over. He's like, "That's right, dude. That's right." Because they scheduled Matt and Shane and Bammy at the same time.
Yeah.
And Butterly yells, "That's right, dude. You schedule me and my boys at the same time. You get a fucking dick in your mouth, dude." I was like, Lewis doesn't come to life when Colin puts his dick through his mouth on a poster. Right? You get a fucking dick in your mouth. He was fucking dude. Butterly was
him
so
fired up is so
he
fucking
came up,
funny.
He explained to the crowd. This is how he opened up the show, talking about a new way of gaming that he came up with. Because
I bet it's amazing.
Let's hear this out.
I bet it's pretty good.
So the here's the way of gaming. He's like, dude, so it's like you and your boys, right? Like, you get into like a lobby, you're waiting for a game to start. Like, like there's like the gulag, like you're running around, whatever. You're just waiting for shit to start. There's like a board where people are talking shit, just getting fired up, dude. Like all your boys are getting fired up, and there is no game. You just get fired up in a fucking gulag, and like, dude, we're gonna fuck shit up. And then all of a sudden, it's like, you got one of your boys you can activate. He drops down, and like, I thought this could be good for you. Like, we're like, yo, activate 6. You drop down and drop a hard N-word. I'm like, how is that me? And he's like, dude, there is no console for this game. That was, if people want to say, how is Butterly? That the perfect way to describe Butterly is he came up with a new way of gaming, but it's not a game.
That's
it's just
funny
hyping your
because
boys.
like you wind back to fucking 1980, that would be Butterly's like, and I got this idea for a nightclub as well. I'm telling you right now, it's like you stand in line and it's just a line.
You get hyped.
You get fucking pumped.
He's talking about bitches,
And then you put your dick in something, and then you say, Nick, but you do it.
When he was doing the fucking recreation, though, dude, he's like, dude, sick. I was like, you get what I mean. Like, he even asked the guy,
Dude,
does anyone know what I'm talking about? I swear to God, it's exactly what he says. He's like, you drop down, just like Magneto come down, like, no. I'm like, whoa. Dude,
the idea of you just wearing a Magneto helmet to say the N-word cracks me up. Just you be like, wait, if I'm going to be doing slurs, I can't have you in here. Get out of here.
It was wild, dude. Like, he was explaining this to the crowd, and dude, I had to leave right then because they asked me to come close out a show in like the little box theater. And as I was walking out, I hear him. He's just like, does anyone know what I'm doing? No! I was like, dude. They loved it, though. I mean, they were laughing. It was so funny. He's like, there is no game. It's just a lobby where we get fucking hyped, dude. So, yeah.
Just a hype
Barley
lobby.
had a blast.
He sounds like he had a really good time.
Yeah, dude.
God damn.
Dylan and Harrington fought.
I saw that, too. What a fucking clusterfuck that looked like.
It wasn't good. I mean, you'd think that those two, they knew they were fighting and they were training. It's like, you two look like you put on weight or like didn't, like, obviously Dylan's a stick, but like Harrington got up there. I was like, don't you train like every day?
Yeah.
He's not like crazy fat or anything.
I
but,
know.
like, he's not like in shape.
He's like, I wake up, 3 bagel bites. That's what I do. All right?
He's put him in the cup like Rocky.
Dude, he's breaking them up. He's like,
oh.
Dude, but it's him instead of him running up an art museum stairs. It's him going up an escalator to Boscov's. He's like,
he's climbing up a ladder at a McDonald's Funland thing in the back. He's like, Lois, look.
There's a montage of him drowning in a ball pit. Like, it's like, get out of there.
Eye of the Tiger's playing.
You're going to die, kid.
Yeah. So,
Jesus Christ.
Before the fight, the day before the fight and the day of the fight, like, Dylan was running around and he goes, dude, he's telling us, he goes, I want all the Philly dogs to come out with me. And he's going around to everyone, and we're all like, all right, dude. So he comes over to me and Temple. Me and Temple are sitting there bullshit. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, dude, I'm at the Philly dogs. He's going to come out to a Meek song. And I was like, all right. And then he's like, what do you think? Do you guys roll out with me to the being like on my side? And we're just like, yeah, dude, that's fine. But here's what happens. If you lose the fight to Harrington, we reserve the right to fuck you up after the fight. And, like, he's laughing at me and Temple, like,
Oh, yeah, there's
I'm
no,
like, what
you got
do
to stay sassy.
Fuck you laughing. I was like, dude, I'll beat the shit out of you in that ring.
You have to
this
win.
second. It's over.
How long was the fight?
Too long. They were supposed to do 3 2-minute rounds. I think they got to this. At one point, Dylan just like walked back to the corner. It was like 30 seconds into the round. I was like, what is
That's not how
happening?
that works.
Well, also, Dylan had headgear on and Harrington didn't.
I saw that too.
So maybe he opted to not. I don't know. But whatever. They called the fight because, oh, man, I made a joke. And I definitely said it on the box at the box. Danny knows, and I was fired up. I had a few in me, dude.
You were hype?
I go out there. I was like, "Yo, what was your favorite part about Harrington and Dylan's fight?" Huh? Mine was because he claimed he got low blow from Harrington. That he hit the
Okay,
balls.
yeah.
So I was like, I thought my favorite part was when Dylan claimed he got hit in his balls, which is weird considering his bitch keeps him in a jar next to the bed, and the police went nuts. I do one of these. I'm like. Yeah, it got filmed. That was good. It was funny. Oh,
I was hoping you were saying that, like, Dylan Stanley's like, so here's the thing. I want my Philly guys to come out and then, like, God, I'm going to have this gun in my fucking... Dude, if he had shot...
Yeah, me and Temple were like, yeah, dude, now we're talking.
Think about it.
Let's kill his family. We're taking over. I'm like, you know where he lives? He got like a screen door cinch.
If his psych out game was on top, man, that would have been the best.
They didn't like the walkout where they had the ring set up. They had like a regulation.
Yeah, I
ring.
saw.
Where it was set up, it wasn't. Couldn't really do walkouts. Like they walked out of a door and walked like 10 feet, and the ring was right
there.
There
Was also one point in time where like 5 fucking people were in the ring at the same time.
Ellis's fight, Jason Ellis, and like they did like these random like fights. Yeah, the one was Lowe's as a pinata.
Yeah, it was a
hilarious.
pinata. It was fucking great.
Yeah, him and Ellis' fight wasn't bad. Like they were throwing. It was pretty good.
Christ. Yeah, I was hoping that if Dylan was like trying to psych out Harrington, that would have been like he comes out like Sabu on a fucking like hand cart. That would have been fucking great.
Funny you bring that up because by the end of like the third round, if they made it that long and Dylan was gassed or like they saw him go down, and if you were there, I guarantee that's when I send you to the other corner. I stay in the one, and we just get on top.
Dude,
just RVD,
I would have fucking
Sabu.
lost it.
Boom.
It's like, what happened to those guys? It's like, yeah.
I told him, I was like, you're not leaving the ring if you lose. Like,
so
you're getting
it
fucked
went,
up.
I guess, 2.5 rounds then?
No, it went like 1.5. Got like through the second, and that's when he got hit blow or whatever.
Oh, get the fuck over
I
it,
don't
man.
know, man.
Come
Honestly, and at the end of the day, crazy, no one gave a shit.
Yeah.
What really pissed me off was Harrington got a belt, and he was wearing it the rest of the night, just like, what's up, bros? I was like, I'm going to fucking knock your ass out. And also, what makes it even better, though, is he left yesterday and left it down there. Oh, man.
Dude, you think he was on the plane just like, my belt?
Oh, dude, you
Fuck!
know he was. He was
Dude, he's
so
like, I gotta
pissed.
go back, man.
Yeah, dude, I was dying. It was like a legit.
Dude,
belt.
I hope in Houston there's a homeless guy walking around using it to hold up his pants. I hope there's one guy like, shoot his belt. That fucking...
Yeah, one dude's probably having
Yeah,
sex
I was
with
going to say, some dude shitting on it right now.
Yeah, some other
Wiping his
highlights.
ass with
Before I
the thing.
forget, and I tweeted about it, but man, shout out to Blind Mike, man. That kid was a fucking
Yeah.
workhorse, man.
Yeah.
He was great. I mean, like everybody worked there. Obviously, the volunteers and everybody are great. But dude, that kid, he didn't stop. I mean, it was like 11 o'clock at night. He was coming. Like me and Kevin were standing, and Fuller were standing out in the outside lot at one point, and he was like, "Hey guys, what's up? You guys need anything?" And we're like, "Dude, it's 11. You get done at like 6.
Yeah.
Relax." But
Hey, let him work.
I mean, yeah, and it was funny because like I went out on one show and I was like, "Yo, shout out to all the volunteers and everybody. You know, make sure you guys thank them and help them out if they need help. Especially, man, Blind Mike. That kid has been a workhorse this week. He's been everywhere, really up and out. If you see him, put some fucking respect on his name." And they're like, looking at me. I was like, "He's in the green room right now. He's talking to the wall. We told him it was Gillis." Dude. That brings me to my 2 favorite parts of Skankfest.
And here we are.
Number 1, after Friday night, it was the end of the night. Everybody left, and we were kind of standing out front. People were kind of like, it was like 30 guests, and then it's like me, Kevin, and Foley.
Yeah.
Me and Foley. And, dude, Big Man is firing off. And I'm talking like 8 years ago, just roasting. He's sitting there. He's like, Christ, when we get to the fucking Joker's wedding. Blind Mike comes out. He's like, hey, guys. And he's like hitting he has like a vape. And he's like, God, this vape stinks. This thing never works. Foley's like, hey, who's going to tell him it's a number 2 pencil? And then, my other favorite, guess who makes a surprise visit? Mr. Thomas Pope.
Oh,
Tommy
my
came
God.
down.
Yeah, I saw that.
Surprised us. We didn't know. And he came down with O'Connor. And this was Sunday night. Me and him are in the back. Me, him, and Temple. And, dude, Tommy's sitting there. And he's just, eyeing him up. And I'm like, here we go. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Look at this guy. Captain of the back lawns over here. Fucking barbecue chief. He's like, God damn it. You see him getting like antsy, and I'm like, dude,
barbecue chief.
This guy was just like he ran barbecues. It was like, it was if you saw the guy, it was perfect Tommy reference. But he's sitting there and he's firing off, and Dave's sitting there laughing like, here we go. I was like, yup. I was howling laughing, dude. He's like, I can't. Everything he said, he's like, I got to get out of here. I can't. Then he's like, oh Jesus, look at this one, huh? Look at this one coming in. Just fucking. They pulled him on stage.
I saw.
Junior did. Junior, who opens for Stanhope. Him and Junior went to JFL together, so he's known him for years, and they made him go up. I think they just bullshitted or something like that on stage. I didn't see it, but yeah, it was good to see Tommy. Good to see all boys, man. It was a good weekend. I know I'm forgetting some other fun highlights, but I think that was it, right?
Sounds about great.
That was about it. Yeah. It was. But it was great. It was good. So shout out to everybody, and especially Christine and Rebecca and Lewis for keeping that together, because good Lord, I thought that was going to be
Cullum's parade was pretty good.
So here's the problem with that.
Cullum's parade?
Fucking this, very good friend of ours, but here's the thing. So we were at the venue. We walked back to the Hilton, which was like 3 or 4 blocks away where the majority of the comics and people were staying. So I was walking with Ryan Long, Chris Vega, and Silver.
Yeah.
We go back. They were staying there. I was just going to walk back with them, bullshit, and then get a lift back to them because we had an Airbnb. And then we're sitting out front of this hotel. No one's, down the lobby, wherever, smoking cigarettes out front. And here comes a fucking parade. And I'm not talking like 5-6 people. I'm talking like 35 people. And here comes Cullum leading this pack of juggalos coming back. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Ryan Long crushed me all weekend, dude. Shout out Ryan. He's so funny. But he's sitting there. He's like, oh, here we go. And he puts his leg up on the bench. He's like, dude, time to turn into the babe magnet, dude. It's like, what's up, babes? And Cullum brings them back. They immediately get kicked out.
Of course.
But then it turns out Cullum's not even staying there. He just brought them to the hotel and left. So now there's just 30 people. Wait. He's like, come on, we're all going. He was telling them it's the official after party of Skank.
That's awesome.
Night. And,
that's so funny.
And, dude, why wouldn't they believe him? They're
why
like,
would
right.
that's
so they thought
so
maybe
fucking
there was
funny?
A floor of comics, and like each room had, people hanging out. And he's just like, all right. He's backing up. They're like, which one's your room? He's like, I'm not even staying here. But, dude, when he walked them up, Lord, I won't mention their names, but I did see a couple of comics in the middle of that pack. I was like, what are you doing, dude? What
Jesus
the fuck
Christ.
are you doing? Yeah, it was...
what a Pied Piper of bullshit, dude.
It was funny, though. Like, Combs just fucking with people the whole... dude. And then O'Connor and him are doing a vlog or some shit. I was going to throw O'Connor off the fucking top of that building. He kept getting in your face with, like, a phone he was holding with the light and a camera. And he's like, yeah. I was like, get the fuck out of my face. O'Connor was getting wild at the jam.
I saw that,
dude.
too. He's crowd surfing, losing his fucking shit.
And you got to figure, O'Connor's like 4'8", 160 pounds. He can get chucked, dude.
He's somebody. See, that's like the whole thing when they were talking about people getting trampled out of fucking college. Like, he's gonna die.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they'd soccer ball him, dude.
I was waiting to see fucking O'Connor at the top of a flagpole, just like naked, burned in effigy. Like, there he goes.
Yeah, Feeney was doing like the slow motion shot stuff. It looked great, though.
Everything about what I saw, I was like, man, that's great.
The video of certain things were, the way they did it was really great.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped to see that footage.
Yeah.
Not pumped to see a couple of my sets.
Oh, no?
There was a couple. I mean, dude, I didn't do anything bad, like where I'd be like, fuck. But it's like, I know there's a couple where I'm up there where I'm just like, why? Let's put a pin in it, boys. Because, dude, it was late.
Sure.
I walked off at one point. I was like, Jesus Christ, what's it, midnight? Amika goes, 8:48. I was like, jeez.
You didn't even know what day it is.
It was, that was Saturday. Saturday was a weird one because we went hard Friday. And Saturday, man, I was whooped. And it started off, like, every day was really fun. But Wednesday was really fun, too. I got down there a day early and went to Shane and Ari's show there.
Yeah,
They had done Rogan with Norman. And
I saw clips of that. That was like a ridiculous clip.
Dude, they took over.
It looked...
I got there, I watched some of the show, and then I went to the green room, and I was sitting in there with Mark and Shane and Ari, and dude, I was like, so how'd it go? Like, you guys had fun? And Ari's like, yeah, we took over. I was like, Rogan? He goes, yeah, it was funny because like it was like we talked. It was like, what should we do? He's let's just fucking steamroll this guy, dude. And dude, at one point Rogan's telling a story. You just see Norman like, dude, he farted 5 times into the mic. Shane got shit-faced. He pounded like 13 beers. Dude, Ari is like, I was going to tell him to wait outside while we finish this up. But Rogan had blast.
Yeah, that's really all it comes down to.
Well, dude, no one ever... I don't know, for the majority of Rogan's show, dude, like, obviously he's talking, he's running everything.
Sure.
It's good to see him get fucking
yeah, I mean, well, that's the first time. That's the first time I think I've seen more than 2 people on that show.
Well, 3 comics at once. I think the only time
Christ.
is like when they put like Segura, Ari, and like Kreischer on.
Sure.
Because they're all like, good friends, whatever. But
goddamn, man.
It was funny. So you were sitting there Wednesday, and that was fun because like, it was like, man, this weekend's going to be amazing. And then, like, the weekend starts. You're like, all right, it was nothing like that. It's just like, let's fucking go.
Yeah, man.
Which it should be. I get it. But Ari's T-shirt, I think, was the highlight of the weekend of merch. I know that. Kylo found some artist who... He lives in Israel, and he does really good art. And he was like, hey, I could do some pieces for Ari if he wants.
Yeah.
And he's like, cool. And Ari saw this. He's like, this would be perfect for my Lewis Has Sex with Young Boys shirt.
I saw that shirt.
That's the shirt.
That's a fucking good shirt.
Sold like hotcakes.
I could only imagine.
It was really great. Yeah.
It was really great.
It was really great.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, I was pumped for you guys down there. And, I was going to take a picture of myself in the shower drinking milk on a crate.
Skank.
You'd be like, skank in it.
You're like more like a wank fest.
Yeah. And then I was going to be like, yo, skank fest. Also, my basement fucked up. Also, I don't know if this furnace knows what it's doing, Jew. I don't know. Sorry.
You just have like a pillow in the corner with like those yellow sunglasses. Like, we got Louis J. Gomez here.
I honestly put like almost a wig on a pump. It was like, Gillis, what are you doing? I don't know what's going on with you, dude. I get it, dude. It's hot.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I know I'm probably missing some smaller parts, but those were my highlights, my personal highlights. I mean, dude, it felt good to sit next to Foley and listen to him.
Oh, yeah,
because he's like, how like since the podcast is taking off and that's great, but it's like, man, go back to being a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, but that's how he's gonna burn out, though. I'll tell you that. I've thought about like the whole podcast, the way it's picking up, and like especially how's he look?
He's moving.
He
said
all,
he's told me he's
that's
moving.
all I can ask for.
I said, dude, you gotta do something, and he said he is. There's like a track by his house or something, so he's gonna start. I was like, dude, just ease into it. You don't have to be a fucking Iron Man off the bat.
I don't expect him to, but like when you were talking about like fucking Ian showed up with a cane, I was waiting for like Foley to have a hover around. Like, yeah, I do some stuff, and I just use this to get around.
I'll tell you what, he saw
Foley
a
on a
people,
rascal sounds amazing.
There was a couple of fans there that were in wheelchairs, and he's
salivating,
drooling. He's like, what's that, a seat that moves? I was like, do you not really know what a wheelchair? I mean, you should get no one.
I think it would be funny if Foley said fuck it and he was just in one of those big inflatable clear balls all the time.
I mean, that'd be good cardio. That's good cardio
shit
for him, though. That's good cardio.
If Foley was like, hold on, I got to get in this, and just fell down a hill, it's like, there he goes.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's how he
dies.
The
Lewis roast was good.
Yeah. I was more curious about that too because I heard Amico did fucking
Amico crushed. Zach, I mean, obviously,
he
opened up. He did really good, and then they actually had young James, baby James, did a video, and they put it up on this movie screen. Lewis's son, and he roasts him. He's like, not only is he goes, Legion of Skanks is my dad's podcast. It's also what everyone refers to as last three girlfriends. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like zing.
That's a good feeling.
Everybody did well on that. Joe List crushed. He was really good. He went first. All of them did. But
Sure.
Shane did really well. And it was funny because I think every one of them mentioned that they didn't want to do it. They're like, this is bullshit. But it was fun. And, dude, Shane did one joke because the majority were obviously Gardini. But, dude, the one he said was like, I forget who it was, some other comic. I know him, but I forget his name. But he said the joke, and it was about soda or something, and then he ratted the kid out. He's like, that's blah, blah, blah wrote that. You believe that? It's fucked up. That's his name. He wrote this joke for me. I was like, dude, if a roaster just dimed out his writers on every joke, that'd be so fucking funny. Yeah.
Wow, what a cocksucker.
Yeah, it was, I mean.
What a dick.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, it was, and then Rainey did not bring it home. The roast battle.
No?
Nah, it also was like, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm not a big roast battle. And at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit. But it was him and Robbie Goodwin. And it was weird to me because every joke Rainey said, Robbie would say something about that joke. Like, maybe,
you'd piggyback off of it?
And I was like, that seems like it softens the blow. Like, Rainey never said one thing after your jokes because that you got to take that. You know, let the fucking crowd and the judges react. He literally was doing it. Then he did an impression of Shane. Is that the impression of Shane? That's kind of borderline offensive.
What?
I was like, what?
Say.
He's like, yo, what's up, dude? I was like, what the fuck was that? I don't know, but
Killer.
I mean, dude, he had a couple really good jokes. They went a extra round. Like Hinchcliffe was like, I want to see one more joke. Oh, so they did one more joke, and Robbie had a really good joke. It was Benoit joke, which was good.
Dude,
but
that picture of Hinchcliffe you sent me was
oh man,
absurd
he got ripped
looking.
up. But dude, he loves it. Also, he crushed too. Like,
Yeah,
he invites that
what
shit.
What are you fucking talking about?
I mean. Yeah, he's the man. He was cool, dude. I talked to him for a little bit, but yeah. Other than that, it was funny because in Rainey's roast, I was waiting to see if Robbie Goodwin would say what I knew he would say, which I think, like I said, I'm not a roaster, but I think it's the hackiest shit when people say it's like, oh, is that couldn't see you because you're in the shadow of Shane Gillis' shadow, and I was like, well, yeah, okay. When people are like, yeah, you're not nothing without Shane, I'm like, cool, man. Do you know anyone else who you would? I'm cool with doing that, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. It's like, to me, doing roasts, I don't know. I don't think either of them cared, you know, Robbie or Mike.
No.
Mike's opening joke, that was fucking harsh. He said some shit like, I'm going to butcher it, but he's basically said something along the lines of like, he's like, you know, you're awkward enough to be. You look like you're dressed in a skin suit of Dalton's dead friend, and I was like, "Wow!" Place. Then he walked on stage, Dalton, but like no one cared. Then he just walked. I was like, "What?" I don't know what. And then he walked on a Dad Me too. He was just walking on stage. Is that what he does? He just walks on stages. Whatever.
Killer, man.
Yeah, he would just walk up. It was like. But apparently, like his friend that died was like, you know, it was a close friend. It was a big ordeal.
Man,
Rainey.
Didn't give
and then
a
he
shit
opened
about
up.
that.
The preemptive, he had a picture drawn, and he was like, "Here's your cum magnet of a mother. See you at one, fuckface." It's like, damn, dude, Rainey's coming.
You can't push that guy, man.
But all in all, the shows were great. Good to see everybody, and the fans are the best.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
honest
seem
to God.
fucking
And then,
great,
of
man.
course, we get home and. Jake Flores writes something. That kid Jake Flores is like, yeah, you go to this Nazi thing that hits women, and like,
wait, what?
imagine he wrote a tweet. He was like, I hope all my friends that went to that festival that's ran by people that hit women or beat people up for making fun of them or this, you know, basically just a shitty thing. And it's like, do you imagine living a life like that?
That's what you.
That's it. I mean, dude, I read that. I was like, oh man. That's, you know.
That guy woke up and had to do all that.
That's
fucking,
what I mean. It's like, that was...
That guy literally woke up and he's like, you know what? today's the day I let them know.
You're 100% right, dude. I
I'm
could
gonna do
not
it.
agree more. It's like that kid woke up that day and was like, what do I have to do today?
Seriously.
That's a thing in your life that you, dude.
Did he have to move that around on his vision board between tucking his dick back? What the fuck are you talking about? Shut the
Tucking
fuck
his dick
up.
back and not getting
Seriously, yeah, seriously. Going down on your flesh flight, you fucking useless piece of shit.
Yeah, dude. It
Good
was-
Lord.
I mean, at this point, I think everybody who even responded, like people try to talk shit, but everyone's like, dude,
That's when it
sad.
like
It's
that's
like,
the
Jesus.
thing is like when it
Nobody's
borderline
offended.
that's what I'm talking about. Like when it borders the like when you see someone like I'm going for the throat. It's like, are you? What the
No.
fuck are you doing?
Nah, it's embarrassing for him to put that out. It's like, I mean, I don't know the kid, and I don't really give a
It's
shit.
like,
but I
man.
can't imagine trying to be like that kind of a personality.
Seriously.
Or, I'm sorry, like to do kind of stuff like that on social media, and then go out and be like, I'm a comedian. It's like, well,
Yeah,
you're not.
dude, you just
You're
made a
involved with the
fucking-
all you want to do is drama bullshit.
That's crazy, and it's dumb. It's like you're making these Make-A-Wish tweets for fucking no one. Fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
And that type of shit. And he's not the only person I see do that.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what the fuck your appeal is. Where you're like, you know what I'm gonna do today? Stir the pot.
Yeah.
And I really hope everyone pays attention to me on Twitter. It's fucking like when you were talking about this tweet. I'm like, I didn't even see this tweet. I'm kind of glad I didn't because it's like,
No.
this is the shit. This is the shit you wake up with, and you're like, you know what? I don't like anybody having a good time.
I mean, at this point, it's like obviously you're just mad you're not a part of.
Yeah.
That's what it is at this point, and it's like
What the fuck?
it's sad. I mean, it's not. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about the kid, but you know, he's he said he got doxxed, and I was asking someone about that. I was like, "How did he get doxxed?" He said they showed a porno clip that he had done a while back,
Okay.
with a girlfriend that was on like X videos or something. I don't know what
Sure.
platform, but it was him. He was like getting dominated basically, and then he came on a cookie and they made him eat it. Yeah. This is the thing. Or he came out. He ate his own cum. I know that in this video, and he was like, getting dominated. And then he said he got doxxed. I go, well, before anything, you're
First
not
off-
getting doxxed. It's a public forum.
Yeah.
So
You can't get doxxed if you put it on Xvids.
yeah, or whatever it was. And the other thing is, it's like, I mean, dude, I don't know if this is a rule, but if you eat your own cum, you can't talk shit,
No.
dude. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you
I
can.
don't know what rule book that would
Also,
be in.
what kind of cookie was it?
I don't
was
know.
it a
I think
Milano?
It was just more cum. Cum cookie. Double the cum.
Double scuffed cum.
Cum Flores, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, so I don't.
that's crazy.
And hey, man, we've talked about the yucking of the yum and stuff.
Hey,
Like,
man, I'm not going
whatever.
to knock this guy's cum-eating cookie fantasies.
Yeah, like this isn't on a hard
Dude.
drive in your house
No.
that someone had to break in.
No,
to and
that's wrong. If
Yeah.
someone stole porn of me jerking off onto baked goods and then having a dominatrix eat said baked goods that I just came on,
Yeah.
I would feel bad. I'd be like, these people are coming at me. But if I put it on the internet for the internet,
yeah.
that's just like you can't be like mad about that.
Well, it's also like I think. I mean, this is. I'm not wasting any more time talking
Yeah,
about this fucking retard.
yeah.
But it's also like, but dudes like this Jake Flores, it's like they're just so obsessed with the drama. They go, it's so easy to get them riled up. I go, well, it's Twitter. What do you think's going to happen? And also, you don't get them riled up. People forget about everything that they're doing on Twitter. 5 minutes, it's like an open
Yeah.
mic. No one gives a fuck. It's like you go to bed at night, you're like, God, I'm like, you're on a fucking social media platform talking shit. And it's like, you won? You didn't. Everyone talks shit. It's great, whatever. But then it's like, moving on. This dude's like, you beat women? I'm like, whoa. It's like now you're saying basically every comic that goes there participates in a festival willingly, ran
Yeah.
by people that beat women. That's also ran by 2 women. So keep fighting
Cool.
a good fight, buddy.
Hey, man, cum cooks. Get out there, dude. I don't fucking.
mean, I
that's-
don't know.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't fucking
It's just
matter.
funny to me. It's like, God damn, dude, come on, man. But I'll tell you this. Here we go. Got a DM on Twitter from Froch Ego, F-R-O-C-H-E-G-O.
Froch Ego. All right.
Sent me a direct message. She said, "Hello, chaps. Wallop isn't the old English N-word. Don't worry." I was like, did I say that?
Old English.
I think I said that. That's a lot. I was like that. No, we were joking. Like that would suck if that was.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't worry. It means to hit hard," which I did.
Yeah. That's wallop.
As in, I walloped him. Unfortunately, you did use it in a way that made no sense, which is why the British person was confused. You could have said, "Let's have a crack at it," if you wanted to try and bond with him via UK slang. Podcast is fucking funny, by the way. Like Gillis and the other fella before they sold out. All hail Shockwave. I forgot I was going to read that last
The
part.
brutal.
So I guess he's clearly talking about Sydney.
Yeah, he's talking about somebody else. I don't even know who that is.
But thanks for clarifying that, which I did know Wallop obviously meant.
I mean, yeah, it means smack or whatever, but you were using it in the most retarded
Good today.
way.
Yeah, no. I was like, let's get together and have a picture. Let's have a Wallop. Somebody said it to me. They're like, "Six, you having a Wallop?" I was like, damn it. Dude, I'll tell you this, though. There was a few times between Wednesday through Sunday, I'd walk through one of the showrooms that had a show going on to like get to one of the green rooms, and like there's a lot of standing rooms in the back, so I'd walk by. I could not tell you how many times I felt like this, like Six. Oh, hell, Shockwave, and I'd be like, the brutal, praise him.
The merciless. The only one that
So,
will
dude,
stop us.
shout out to everybody who was doing that. It was great, man. It was good to see that. Oh fuck! What else did you say?
Well, I was talking about like I think the last time we talked about anything when you were going down to Texas when you came back, I said the QAnon fuckface.
Oh, this is brilliant. Wait, what do we at, Danny? I want to make sure.
41.
Oh,
we got that. So
I got yelled at that, by the way, in the YouTube comments. He's like, "I don't like how the one guy's asking what time it is," and then I was like, okay. That was the weirdest complaint I've ever gotten on this podcast.
Was that Flores again?
Probably. He was like, "What do you?"
And he doesn't even know what time it is.
He's like, anybody who asks, "What are we at?" usually strikes women in the face.
Clearly, he's a mouth rapist of babies.
Yeah, no, that was his second movie he did. He got doxxed on it, dude. He got coxed.
Anyway, QAnon.
Yeah,
Speaking of retards who maybe eat cum cookies, in Texas while you guys were down there.
Speaking of retards.
Possibly. Who knows? QAnon went to Dealey Plaza. There was enough people to where they almost shut down Dealey Plaza with QAnon supporters who were convinced that JFK Jr. was going to come back or was never really dead or he was going to come back from the dead and announce that Trump was the real president and that in 2024 he was going to run with Donald Trump. There was enough people in Dealey Plaza where JFK Jr.'s father, JFK, brain was splattered all over the fucking street. This is where they thought possibly the reincarnated corpse of JFK Jr. was going to show up or that he had never really died. This is...
First, before we even... Yeah, this is... First off, how old would Junior be if he didn't die?
He'd be in his... I think maybe...
Do we know how old he was when he died?
He was 29, I think.
Okay. All right. And that was what, 99?
95.
No, I think it was later than that. I think it was 99 because I was actually at senior week when that, or not senior week. I was down at something and we watched it. It was during the summer. I remember that.
We were down at JFK. We were watching JFK Jr. fly.
I was on this plane. I was like, this is not
This
good.
is not great.
Yeah.
Either-
Yeah, 99.
Yeah, okay. So he's got to be like...
So he was 38 when he died
So...
in 99. So Shayna, you do the math.
He's clearly...
I'm going to go catch a smoke.
I was
Let me
going to
know
say...
when you figure it
Yeah,
out.
I was going to say, give me my abacus, dude.
What?
59 or 60.
Okay, so 59
So
or
60. I almost said 60.
So QAnon, at this point, they're going to go to Dealey Plaza where his father's head was ripped open. And that's the spot where he's going to choose to reveal that he did not die in a plane crash. Trump got the
election stolen.
And then him and Trump are running.
We're going to run in 2024.
But Trump is the president.
But he's still the president.
So you're saying John F. Kennedy Jr. faked his death. He comes back and he's like, no, it's cool. I'll be VP.
Yeah.
I mean,
that
checks
doesn't
out.
even make any. That's
Also, he never wanted to go into politics.
nope. But now,
But now that he's been living down South America,
Dude, he's just
coming
been
out
waiting.
of the jungle, and he's like, dude, I might just run for president.
he's like, you know
at
what?
60.
I think this is bullshit now.
It's like, also, I'm pretty sure the Kennedys would fucking despise Trump.
Oh, what? Yeah.
They're like, dude, we got our shit out on the public, but it was always like never confirmed. It was always like rumors of this and that. And it was like, oh, well, this happened, that happened. Oh, this person said that. Trump's out there like, dude, I will piss on my own face, dude. Okay,
I get hookers to pee on beds. It's
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
sick. And JFK Jr.'s like,
They're like, yeah, okay, Donnie. Nah, he's a good guy. Hey, Teddy, why don't you take him for a drive? He's
yeah,
like,
dude. It's like, get
I'll
him
be
out of
right
here.
back. I'm like, no, you won't.
No,
Teddy gets in. He's like, where are
you
we
see
going?
JFK
Hell?
selling Donald Trump a plane. He's like, get in this one.
Yeah, he's like, dude, they just mad Mike it.
Dude. You see Trump take off in the fucking Cessna. He's like, hey, show. And that's the last thing you see.
Instead of a fucking parachute
And
fall off, they just turn around and shoot him in the face.
It's not even a real plane. It's made of cardboard. And JFK Jr.'s like, get in it, fat shit. He's like, I don't like when you call me that, Jay. Stop.
Dude, that's, I mean, so people actually showed up?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Man,
So many
I
people.
would have literally
And then-
skipped the day of Skankfest
No
to go hang out
shit,
with these
dude.
people.
No shit.
Why don't we invite them?
They started the moon landing was fake chant. Or no, we didn't go to the moon. Because
That'd
they're.
be sick if your dad came out. He's like,
Dude.
I did.
Let me tell you something.
You
It's
guys
up
want
there.
to go? First off, here's two things you need.
Here's the
a
thing.
hospital bathroom.
You wanna
and
go-
A ton of meth.
You want to go to the moon? I was just at a Travis Scott concert. I was sticking people with hypodermics. I'm not dead. Me and
You know,
JFK
I figure
Jr.
I got a new business start. Figure get some marketing going. I'm sticking people.
So here's the thing: these hypodermics are cheap.
I'm into rat poison.
Yeah.
now.
So here's the thing: you just mix them up with your own spit. I'm telling you, get up there, man.
So
Jesus fucking Christ.
do you know? Was there pictures of it? At
Oh
all?
yes, there's
So-
whole clips, and that's the thing
Oh,
too. I was telling you
man.
about that's so
I
funny is
should've
that like
looked them up.
even now, like whenever there's like a fucking, I'll give it like it's got to be so exhausting being a news anchor, like just sitting there
Well, that's
and
what we
then
were saying before when you
Yeah,
were telling
dude.
me about this. It's like, dude, that's got to be the equivalency of like when we joke about Mean Gene having to deal with these morons all his whole career. Just like, all right, dude.
I didn't know you had to do that.
It's like, what? Why is this happening? Why is this guy putting creamer on my head? But like, you imagine like being a reporter at CNN and you have to say that title to a story.
Dude,
Like, are you
just
out of your
being
fucking
there
mind?
is like, here I am. I'm down in Dealey Plaza. My name's Brick Chapman. Going to talk to a QAnon supporter. They believe today that a JFK Jr. is returning from the dead to announce his candidacy in 2024 with former President Donald Trump, who is still the president alone. And we're going to talk to Paul. He calls himself Paul. Paul, any words for our current president? Let me tell you something.
Yeah, it just turns into that.
I've been tucking my dick back. It's just like shit is so beyond the pale now. And then they go back to these fucking anchors and they're just like, all right, amazing.
You know
Can't
what's
believe
sad is like I actually would take them more serious than that Flores kid.
that's the craziest part.
I
too.
really would. I'd be like, all right, you guys are shooting for
If
the
there
moon.
was one QAnon guy's like, you know what the thing is? You know how they get you? They don't let you come on cookies.
It's like, hey man, at least this guy's living his life,
He's
dude.
like,
you
let
know,
me
he's
tell you
out
something.
there, he's doing something. Good for him.
I'm telling you right now.
He's shooting for the moon that apparently we've never been to.
Look, that's just a fucking hologram. Telling you right now. I told you about that, right?
What?
The one time I had a whole joke about the fucking. This actually happened. Dude, I was at a bar. It was the craziest bar fight I've ever seen in my life. I was at a bar and I was talking about conspiracy theories. And then at the far end, some guy's like, oh man, you talking about conspiracy? That's crazy. You know the moon's a hologram?
What?
And this guy at the other end's like, you don't say that. Don't talk
Wait,
about
wait.
the moon.
You were fucking around?
I was talking about conspiracy theories
Sure.
at the bar. Just bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy at like 2 seats over chimes in. He's like, oh, yeah, he's talking about like what? Like fake moon landing? He's like, you know what thing is even about the moon? It's like it's a hologram. moon's not even real.
What was this man's attire?
What was it?
What kind of armor he have on?
Hooded sweatshirt. Just hooded sweatshirt.
Just like normal looking guy?
Normal looking guy. Everyone in there
Was he hammered or was he?
Oh, he was half in the bag. But then the guy 2 seats down from him who started the fight was just like, you don't say that about the moon. You don't say
nephew?
that. Dude, I swear to God, he's just like,
are you talking
dude,
about?
he goes, you don't say that about, it's like, what, are you saying the moon's fake? You saying the moon's fake? So you're trying to tell me that all those werewolves that turned into werewolves are turning in under false pretenses? This is bullshit. Dude, and it was like, the guy's like, yeah, he's like, it's a fucking hologram, man. They got into a fucking fist fight at the bar over holographic moon.
That's cool though. I mean, but that
And
would make
that's-
sense because they're at a bar, they're drinking,
Yeah,
they're morons.
but QAnon,
But you actually spend money on Expedia to put a trip together to go to
that's,
Dealey Plaza.
Dude, that's what I mean is so crazy. Some guy's like woke up. He's like, you know what I need to do? I need to go to Texas because JFK Jr. is coming back today. He's got to go to his job and be like, excuse me, Mr. Simmons, I know I've been working here for a long time, but guess what? JFK Jr. is coming back today.
Dude, yeah, you have to.
I'm never coming back.
People had to take paid days off to go
That's
stand
the
in Dealey
thing.
Plaza waiting for a kid to show up at his father's murder scene. To say it. Because
That's
why
exactly
wouldn't
what
he
it
go there?
is.
I mean, dude, let's put it like this. If Mr. Menendez was faking
Dude.
his death, you know where he's coming. Right back to that living
Going
room.
right
and be
there,
like,
dude.
Hey, Lyle, fuck you.
He's
Hey,
like,
you in
guess
there."
what? Also, announcing my candidacy.
Me and this flat kid from Astro World.
I'm going to let you know right now, the other person, Secretary of the Interior, John Benet Ramsey, coming at you. Let you know right now.
I mean, dude, obviously all the conspiracy stuff that goes around the Kennedys is one thing. It's
Sure.
like- but Junior was really like, he never really had anything.
JFK Jr.
He was
was
like,
the definition of a playboy.
Yeah, he ran magazines.
He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, he was like, I don't care.
That's like saying,
Well, one of the conspiracies is that Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones is actually JFK Jr.
That actually is true. It is true. Keith Richards. God damn it. I mean, dude,
that would be so great if later, like, Angus Young from AC/DC comes over and is like, I'm actually Pat Buchanan.
yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't wanna-
Axl Rose just takes a press conference. He's like, I'd like to admit that I am Martin Luther King Jr. Flash is like, hello, Gandhi.
He's like, the racism will not last forever in the cold November rain. You can quote me on that.
He's like, I got a dream. Yeah.
I'm going to bring this nation to its knees right now.
Dude. Keith Richards that's offensive, dude. That's
It's fucked up
the
on
rest of
so
the
many
Kennedys
levels.
that are, there's still a million of them alive. It's like, come on, man.
No, man. You're
Even
going
Keith Richards is like, I wish.
Keith Richards is like, I don't even know where I'm at. Classic Kennedy. Classic
But
Kennedy.
technically, you could say Keith Richards is any old white guy.
Yeah, it's
that's
pretty
dead.
easy to do.
Yeah, because he never dies. But, I mean, that's a sick one. But, like, these people legitimately believe.
I don't even think they. You know what? I firmly believe this about QAnon. I don't think they legitimately believe in anything. They're just now like, yeah, we got fucked over
until
by.
they finish in high school.
Yeah.
Come on. Jesus Christ. I would walk by. I'm like, what do you want?
Dude, everyone at a QAnon has a failed CDL license.
Everyone.
Like, they're just like, we tried.
Dude.
Not coming.
And it's weird because they're all obviously pretty tech savvy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but that's where they fall.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
like he's coming back. It's like, that sounds like McCusker's fucking with him. Like he's starting rumors again.
That's what I think is also crazy.
Like, dude, they're just all like, yeah.
The other thing was, too, is that JFK Jr. is going to be the official new leader of QAnon.
I thought you were saying like spokesperson for Dairy Queen or something. He's like, you like blizzards and plane crashes? Then you'll love our new spokesman. He's like, guess what goes upside down and doesn't come out? Blizzards.
Also, my brains, because I'm still intact.
Unlike that shithole plane I was riding into the ocean. Oh, dude, by the way, real quick, speaking of rumors, I started a sweet-ass rumor down in Skankfest South. Got some legs. I made up some rumor that Karen Margolis accidentally ate 9 pounds of mushrooms. And she said people were coming up to her like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, what the fuck?" I was like, "Sorry, I might have something to do with that." Some kid was like 6 year camera. She was right next to me. She walked away. Some kid was like, "Dude, I heard she ate like 17 tabs of ass." And I was like, "I heard 18." And that's actually JFK Jr.
Someone please keep an eye on her.
Yeah. I was like, "You remember Merlin?" Say hello. Merlin the magician. The musician. He's on the Jam.
She's Confucius. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, it's just that's insane to me that people spent time out of their life to stand in Dealey Plaza. And I mean, I don't know if they were just fucking around.
Dean, I think at this point in time,
they're still there. It's a smaller group, but has a.
I kicked him out of the house. You do this, no more
You are
basement.
cut off.
Richard, you're 48. He's like, "Shut up, Mom." She's like,
Dude.
She's like, "How many times will the world end and JFK Jr. come back?"
I bet there's so many people walking there like, so I'm not allowed back home. So
None
here's
of
the
them
thing.
are.
If this doesn't work out, I don't know what I'm going to do because this is the last hurrah for me, okay?
Where do these guys get money to live?
That's where I'm confused, man.
I kind of want to meet up with QAnon and be like, "You're all obviously retarded mentally, but like, you get
Where's the finances?
Yeah, like what is your job?"
Seriously.
That's a good question.
If anybody knows any
If anybody in
QAnons,
QAnon's watching this,
any Q-tards, if you want to fucking just tell us what Q-tards, dude.
that's
I just don't know.
that seems even over the top for somebody like them.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Like this theory.
Oh, yeah. That's
that
where
seems
I'm like,
it's like
what
in
are
the
you even doing?
It's at like that. What we call it? Like the newspaper at the supermarket.
Oh, the Weekly World News.
Yeah, World News. It's like
That's all they have to go on now.
they're like, because if this doesn't happen, there is a 9,000-pound baby that aliens raped right down the street.
I'm telling you right now, Bat Boy, he's coming in real hot.
Dude.
Dude,
Fat Boy.
if Bat Boy, QAnon, Bat Boy's a part of Q.
Fat Boy.
Dude, that would be fucking sick.
I mean, is there a video of them like dressed up? What do they wear?
Dude, it looks like pajama pants and
So
QAnon.
buying cigarettes in the
So
morning.
wait,
in
these
Upper
people are
Darby.
on Lehigh Avenue just slumped over?
They're also singing "Take Me Home, Country Roads," but they're
Yeah.
replacing West Virginia with Dealey Plaza,
They're what?
replacing the word West Virginia.
So
With
Take
Dealey
Me
Plaza.
Home, Country Roads, Dealey Plaza,
Yeah.
Mountain Mama. They're still sticking with Mountain
Yep.
Mama.
Did they pick that song because Denver also died in a plane crash?
See, now we're adding things up.
Yeah. Did they go La Bamba at all?
Yeah. Was the
What
Big
about,
Bopper there?
What about some Skynyrd?
Randy Rhoads? It's all there.
I mean, if you put together a compilation of artists that died in plane crashes or helicopters, it's a pretty amazing.
Aaliyah?
Otis Redding.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you got a hit.
How did we not see this coming?
There's got to be a playlist of dead artists from plane crashes or helicopter. Dude, that's insane. That's maybe what they're doing.
Helicopter.
Do you imagine that? Somebody had to like pitch that idea too. It's like, where's the
Now
where's
that's
the
what I
line?
call a tragedy.
Somebody's like, dude, instead of West Virginia, Dealey Plaza. Like,
Dude,
come on,
and you
Carl.
know that guy said it out loud. He's like, Dealey Plaza. He's like, whoa, whoa,
Say
whoa,
it again.
whoa.
Did you just hear that? Did you just hear this magic?
Yo.
Yeah, they're like,
He's like,
some black woman's just like, yeah,
dude,
dude.
pretty good.
Take me home. Why is Dealey Plaza their home?
Because that's where JFK was going
died,
to
man.
come back.
Or JFK Jr. is going to come back at Dealey Plaza.
Of all places, this guy is.
He comes back to the place where his dad died.
That'd be funny if he did come back, and for some reason somebody just.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because fucking whoever's the second gunman, his ghost came back too.
He's like, I told you.
Gun still works.
And it was Orville Redenbacher. He's like, this goes pop the last time. It's like, we didn't know.
Dude, that man, we could. I mean, at this point, you could say anything to these guys, and it sounds like you.
That's where I wonder how far we could mold
I
in.
might just start saying that stuff to get them to comedy shows.
That would be
like, dude, at Helium Comedy Club, December 8th. Dude, Attila the Hun, he's back. All right, Guess
He
who
never-
else
he never
is?
left.
Yeah, he's riding in on Jabba.
So you know how that Trojan horse thing happened? Actually, totally a farce. That's not what happened at Troy. What a lot of people don't know is that Trojan. That's what happens. People talk about Troy. Let me tell you about an invasion that's coming right now. Also, these Hasidics. You know what I'm talking about. They're not allowed. Anyway, they're coming back tomorrow, and you should be there December 8th to tell them no. Also, sit quietly in a venue, watch comedy, then get out, and then just never talk about it ever again. That'll show.
And 2 drink minimum.
Also, just letting you know, the bathrooms do not work that way.
Also, no cell phones.
No recording of any
And
kind.
let's no talking when Jabba the Hutt's talking.
He's going to be there.
Dude, if we just made up conspiracy theories and be like, weirdest thing, it's I
Dude,
don't know why.
I think
but
it would be-
anyway. It's at Helium Comedy Club.
Just plots of movies they don't know if there's like, yeah, so anyway, like there's going to be a robotic cop there.
I mean, I think we should do an episode like that where it's like we have fans send us in like legitimate conspiracy theories that we may not know of. I mean,
I'm
I've
all
heard a
for
lot because my brother loves them, but I mean, that's insane.
I don't even know. That's the thing is, like, I don't even know that can be considered a conspiracy theory.
That's not
just
fair.
fucking
That's
retarded.
First, also, yeah, that's not fair that someone who legitimately thinks that Keith Richards is John F. Kennedy Jr. That's not fair. He gets to live. Like, shoot this man.
Yeah.
He is an issue. He is a problem. And why not kill him?
It's wild as fuck.
There's no way. No fucking way. I'm going to
I think it would be crazy if
like,
Keith Richards, next time he played, he came out like in a suit and he was just like, if you stop me up.
He comes out in the black car.
Yeah, dude.
He's like,
Or no, he's dressed like Jackie O with a pillbox hat on. He's just like,
no, that would be Mick, dude. Mick is actually Jackie O.
Yeah, that's-
Jim
dude.
Mick's Bobby Kennedy.
he's definitely, dude.
Also, yeah, that's fucked up. Like the Kennedys,
Yeah, they skip
other than
Bobby.
Their crazy conspiracies and like the horrific events that went through that crowd. Not for nothing, you can't deny. They're very good looking dude.
Yeah.
Like always been that classically
Keith
good looking
Richards
dude.
looks like shit.
Keith Richards looks like his head after
Yeah,
the
dude.
fucking second bullet. And that's on a good day. That's when he combs his hair.
Looking pretty good.
He's like, I like this. I bet you Keith Richards has done it more than once, just walked around with open head wounds. It was like,
I'm pretty sure when he fell out of that coconut tree, definitely.
yeah, dude.
He's like, it'll be fine.
He fell in a coconut
You don't
tree?
know about this?
No.
Dude, he was like on
Why was he in a coconut?
Because he climbed it. Because it's Keith Richards. He literally climbed
That's
up.
how you have to climb them, right? Like, that's... Coconuts do not... They're not
No.
at the bottom.
He was,
You gotta
he
get
was
up
climbing
there.
up a coconut tree.
Good for Keith. That's
and
upper
then he
body
fell
right
out
there.
of one. This was like 2000, dude.
Damn.
Then everyone's like, he's going to die. And then he didn't die. Weirdly enough.
He can't die.
It's Keith Richards, man.
Yeah, that's insane. But, yeah, I think we might have to do an episode on that.
I'm all for it.
I'd love to get some of these guys on, and not like those fucking nut jobs that like Cannon used to
Oh,
deal
no,
with. Like
no,
those
no.
fucking
I'd want a
retards.
legitimate cue.
Not even a Q. I want to be like, dude, please explain to me how this is a thing. And why is Kennedy supporting Trump?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. That's the other thing where there's never been a connection. They just said like JFK Jr.'s coming back. He never really died. He says Trump is the real president, and because we stole the election from him, he's going to run again in 2024 with Trump.
That would be amazing, though, if he did come back and Trump showed up, but Trump was dressed like JFK Jr. at his dad's funeral, where he's like in like a little
John,
little pants. He's like, hi.
I'm going to let this guy call the shots for a little bit.
That would be hilarious.
That would be fucking sick.
All right, let's put a pin in this.
Yeah, damn.
This was good, man. Oh God, yeah, tomorrow, dude. And then I'm up in New York tomorrow and Thursday. Tomorrow, me and Butterly.
Oh,
this
damn,
is
dude.
great. They're doing me and Butterly doing rap tomorrow, and it's the Skankfest wrap up
Wrap-up,
review for that. And I was like, "Well, Tim, you want to take it away?" He's like, "All right, I created this
So
way
here's the
game.
thing. It's a new
JFK
thing.
Jr. said it. He gets you hype. He's never dead."
He also drops from the sky and says the N-word immediately.
That was my
How does
power.
nobody
I
get
was like,
this?
why do I get
Yeah,
that
dude,
power?
that's great.
Shane's standing right next to me. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Sorry.
I feel like if anybody's having a superpower. But yeah, so tomorrow's rap, and then Thursday, Jay put me on the worst at the
great.
Stand,
That's
part
what's
of
up.
New York Comedy Festival that no one really cares about.
Fantastic.
But yeah, so that's the show where he's on stage and you tell a story, and it's me, Yamanika, and Sal. Well, obviously separate, but my story I'm going to tell Jay because he was like, "Did I hear something about you doing coke at a Flyers game?" I was like, "Eh." Here's the thing. I have a heavy wrister. I have never played organized
I'm going to
hockey.
tell you right now, it's pretty good.
And he starts laughing. He's like, just don't even tell me the rest. I was like, all right. I mean, I'm just saying. That was my QAnon moment. In my head, I was like, I'm going to Dealey Plaza. I'm going to fucking fire off some heavy wristers. Mike Madonna will be there.
They're going to realize my talent right
He's
away.
going to be like, he can't pick up the stick. He's like,
He's going to be driving by. He's like,
oh, he's like, yeah.
he's like, do that again.
That's the stuff.
He's like, wait a minute.
Beginner's luck.
All right, hold on. Let me put this on top of my head.
What was that movie? It was like, I didn't have to see it. I heard it.
Oh, fucking Kingpin.
Yeah.
He's like,
I heard it.
I heard it.
It just hears me dragging a mile across. It's at rock at going 70.
Madonna's not even doing anything. He's like clean. He's like heating trash. He's like,
This is how I win.
wait a minute.
That would be sick.
Madonna, what are you doing? I was like, I eat the trash of the people I play
If
against.
JFK came back to Dealey Plaza, I'd be down there in a Senator's jersey fucking
That would
ripping
be
his head
sick,
off with
dude.
a rock wrister, dude.
Dude.
Just,
It's like, how'd he die? He's like, puck to the
dude.
south.
And then, yeah, December 8th, man. Woo-hoo.
gonna be
Confirmed
sick.
up. Confirmed that lineup up until... There's like two people that are whatever, but still the heavy hitters are in, and that's going to be so. That's December 8th. A couple people already bought tickets. Thank you for that. Keep getting them. That. Trust me, it's going to sell out when we put out the lineup. But December 8th, and then January 20th. Have we talked about it on the pod after we got the date?
I don't think we did.
January 26th, confirmed. Wigger Roast 3. Oof, man.
Things will get messy.
Man, and wait till you hear the special roasters we got now, dude.
Oh, man.
Because it's gonna get bad. It is, god damn it.
I'm looking forward
The
to it.
one I was talking to, and he's telling me, I'm just like, this is gonna be bad. He's like, I'd love to do that, and it's just like, oh, you're a fucking psychopath. I'll tell you after, but
Fantastic.
it's also, yeah. I don't want to get into it. They'll know about the Wigger Roast. I don't want to give too much more away. But, yeah, so that'll be January 26th. That's down the road. But, anyway, shout out to everybody who came out to Skankfest and meeting everybody. It was good. Come out December 8th. That's going to be fucking sick. And, yeah, don't go to Dealey Plaza to find dead
Don't.
president's kids.
Don't.
It's not good. And, I mean, we welcome you here because you're retarded. But, you know. That's a little even much for us.
It's
That's somebody like Tom Shane would be like, all right, pal.
Look, I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
He's like, look, you had me up till he's voting for Trump.
So-
Like, obviously he ain't dead.
Clearly.
Saying it for you.
I see that guy fly a plane with his cock.
That's Carl down the fucking. I've seen him down the fire hall.
He's pretty good.
Some fat, ugly black guy.
He's like, see that guy? JFK Jr. Not actually dead.
Ugh. All right.
right.
That's cool, though.